There are things you should never say to someone you love, not because you're wrong, but because words can cut deeper than silence. Have you ever hurt someone just by opening your mouth? Yeah, we've all been there. But if you really care, some lines should never be crossed. Today, we're diving into the 7 things you should never say to someone you love. Because love isn't just about feelings, it's about respect. Ready for some truth? Stick around. You don't want to miss this. Thing 1. You always do this. When you say you always do this, it sounds like you're accusing the person of never getting it right. It's a generalization that makes people feel trapped, like they can't change or grow. Nobody wants to feel like their mistakes define them. This kind of phrase usually sparks arguments instead of solving anything. If your partner forgets something or makes a mistake, try focusing on the moment instead of dragging up the past. Say something like, "Hey, this situation is bothering me. Can we talk about it?" That opens up a real conversation. Remember, no one wants to feel attacked, would you? These always and never statements make the person feel like they're on trial. Love should create safe spaces, not minefields. The next time you feel tempted to generalize, stop and ask yourself, is this helping us grow or just pushing us apart? Thing 2. You're just like your mother/father. This one stings. When you compare your partner to their parents, especially in a negative way, it cuts deep. For many people, family relationships are complicated. That comparison feels like a low blow, especially if it touches a sensitive nerve. Instead of making someone feel like a copy of their parent, talk about the behavior specifically. Say, "When you act like this, it makes me feel hurt." That's way more effective than dragging family into the mix. And let's be real, would you want to be compared to your least favorite relative? Comments like these make people feel misunderstood and judged. And let us not forget, most of us are doing our best not to repeat our parents' mistakes. Reminding them of that isn't helpful, it's just painful. The next time you're upset, focus on the now, not the past. Relationships are about you too, not your family tree. Thing 3. If you really loved me, you would. This is emotional manipulation in disguise. When you say "if you loved me, you would," you're basically saying their love is only real if they do what you want. That's not love, it's control. People express love in different ways. Some show it with words, others with actions. Just because they don't do things exactly like you would don't mean they don't care. Would you want someone questioning your love every time you disagreed? Instead of guilt-tripping, express your needs clearly. Say, "I feel more connected when we do this together," or "it would mean a lot to me if." It's way healthier and more respectful. Don't turn love into a test. It's not about proving something, it's about building something. And guilt is a terrible foundation for a relationship. Thing 4. Calm down. Has calm down ever worked in the history of arguments? Spoiler alert, no? Telling someone to calm down usually makes them even more upset. It feels dismissive, like you're saying their emotions aren't valid. Imagine being really frustrated and someone tells you to just calm down. It feels like they're not listening. It doesn't help. It just adds fuel to the fire. When you want someone to understand you instead, a better move is to say, "I see you're upset, what can I do to help?" Or "Let's take a breather and talk when we're both calm." That shows respect and maturity. It says, "I'm here for you." In love, emotions are part of the deal. You don't have to fix everything, but you do have to care. So ditch the calm down and choose compassion instead. Thing 5. You're overreacting. Telling someone they're overreacting is like saying, "Your feelings aren't real." It's invalidating and honestly kind of cruel. Everyone experiences emotions differently, and just because it is not a big deal to you doesn't mean it is not to them. When you say this, you're basically calling them dramatic or irrational. That breaks trust fast. Would you want to share your emotions with someone who mocks them? Instead, ask questions. Say, "Can you help me understand why this upset you?" That opens up space for empathy instead of judgment. You might be surprised by what you learn. Remember, love isn't about always agreeing. It's about always respecting. Don't shut the door on someone's emotions. Open it and walk through it with them. Thing 6. Whatever. Whatever might seem harmless, but it's a conversation killer. It sends the message that you've checked out, that you don't care anymore. And in love, indifference is poison. Think about it. When someone shrugs you off with a whatever, how does that feel? Cold, dismissive? That one little word can make someone feel invisible instead of brushing things off. Be honest. Say, "I need a moment," or "Let us pause and talk when we recalmer." That shows respect and keeps the door open for connection. In any relationship, communication is everything. Don't let one lazy word shut it all down. Speak with intention, not indifference. Thing 7. I don't care anymore. This one hits hard. Saying I didn't care anymore in the middle of a fight can feel like giving up. Even if you're angry or tired, those words stick on. They hurt. It sends a message that the relationship isn't worth it, that your love has an expiration date. Even if you don't mean it, your partner might believe you do, wouldn't you? Yes. Instead, say what's really going on. I'm feeling overwhelmed, or I'm hurt, and don't know how to deal with this. That keeps the door open for understanding, instead of slamming it shut. Love takes work. It's okay to feel exhausted sometimes. But don't throw in the towel with your words. Choose honesty over hopelessness. Now you know these 7 things should never come out of your mouth when you're re-talking to someone you truly love. Words can either build bridges or burn them down. Which one are you choosing? If this video made you stop and think even just for a second, then it's already worth it. Let's be real. We've all messed up and said the wrong thing. But what matters is learning and doing better. So, what about you? Have you ever heard or said one of these phrases in a moment of anger? Drop your experience in the comments. Let's talk about it. Your story might help someone else. If you liked this video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss out. Let's grow together, one real talk at a time.